I don't really know how to... Yeah. Oh my god.
Shoulders back, yeah. Yeah. What?
Being part of a journey that sometimes you feel like is never gonna happen, sometimes you never feel like you're actually gonna get there. It's really tough sometimes, and this week is like I'm hitting a milestone in my progress, and it's really special. I don't know, I'm not gonna see my family as much, and I'm not gonna see my friends as much, and I'm not gonna be dancing at the place I called home as much, and yeah. Oh, it's really intense. It's a really intense feeling to feel like you're moving on from something that's so familiar and moving into a place that's not as familiar. I'm so thankful for my job and what I get to do, and that I even have the finances to be able to do what I want to do. But at the same time, like, I was just sitting here on my break and just sitting here thinking to myself, you never thought you'd get here. And these are like happy tears. I'm not sad that I'm leaving. I'm actually very excited to start this new chapter in my life, but the overwhelming amount of emotions that happen in that process, it's a lot. Is it a bag? Yeah, so it goes here, or it starts in attitude, conscious, relevant, like that lift in your back means you're probably losing the lift to the front. So when you start to feel that, try to get that energy here to go out into your arms, because they're like starting to do the shape I can't even do. So keep that lift in those arms. Is that a little better? Yeah. Good morning. It's Thursday morning. It's about 6 a.m. I've been up for a while, actually.
And this was my first night by myself, staying at my grandparents' house, and yeah, it was good. Last night was just relaxing. I did a lot of stretching and rolling and icing and heating, and so this morning I'm not as sore as I thought I was going to be, for one thing, but for another, I am also like surprised at how well the class went last night. It's ABT pre-professional, so it's hard, obviously. It's level 6, and which is not the highest level. I believe level 7 is the highest level, so but it's hard, obviously. It's a pre-professional level class, but it was actually really, really, really good. I was surprised at how much my body cooperated. And I was actually surprised because he gave me a lot of compliments, which, if you guys have seen last year's season of Life on Point, you can tell that he doesn't give compliments out very often. So I'm sitting currently on a heating pad. This is my red one that I kind of just sit on. I just laid on it for a good 20-30 minutes because my back was sore and stiff and hurting, and so now I'm just doing that for my hamstrings, just to get my body warm so I can stretch really well. The thing about stretching is that you want to be warm when you stretch, and so you don't want to be cold and then just start stretching your muscles, because that's how you can pull your muscles, that's how you can, pull ligaments and tendons and all that. So you want to make sure you're nice and warm. So my back is feeling nice and warm, and so I'm going to get the blood flowing with this thing right here. I took injury prevention last year, and the guy that taught it was like, get a massager, it's gonna change your life. So I already had one. Actually, my mom had one and she never used it, and so I was like, hey, can I use that? And she was like, yeah, sure. So you've probably seen it pop up in a few videos and whatnot. So I also have this big giant roller, and then I got a small one recently, so I can carry it in my dance bag, and then also just to like roll on my quads if I need to. So yeah, so I'm very happy so far with how this week went, and I'm looking forward to stretching and massaging and doing some self-care right now, because I need it. So we're gonna start off with some good old massage, and I'm gonna turn on some YouTube. I spent time with God, I did my meditations, and I did my morning pages, and so I feel really, really good so far. So now, just more self-care. So let's do it. Progression, that's the important part.